Our next guest says she was frustrated with the stigma around the word vagina. So at just 24 years of age, she started a feminine wellness company that landed her on the Forbes 30 Under 30 list. Please welcome founder of Queen V Lauren Steinberg to the show. Welcome.
Thank you. Welcome. So excited to be here.
So luckily we're on a show called The Doctors, and we can talk about anything on the show, including the vagina. But tell us a little bit about your frustration back, you're 24 and you're thinking about, hey, I'm gonna start my own company.
Yeah.
Walk us through that.
I have always said I've been around vaginas literally my entire life, not only because I'm a female, but my dad is a gynecologist as well. So growing up, vaginas were just something that was always talked about. As I got older, started to get infections down there, didn't know what was wrong with me. I'd call my mom, be like, Mom, this is what's going on. Can you ask Dad, but don't say it's me? Super awkward. So finally I went to the gynecologist who explained things like pH balance to me. Next step, I went to my drugstore to go find a product that would cure me of this awful infection. And then when I got there, I quickly realized that the entire aisle was just really confusing and embarrassing and medical. And that's really when the idea for Queen V was born. So Queen V just takes a really easy approach to a topic that I think a lot of women can find very confusing and embarrassing. And our main mission really is to just destigmatize the word vagina and women's health in general.
Well, I think that's commendable.
Thank you.
Yeah. And actually, I'm just so impressed with what you've done as a female entrepreneur at age 24 to start this company and launch it successfully. I mean, congratulations. That's wonderful.
A similar story, we started hosting the show 12 years ago, and we explained to producers and everyone else, look, this is part of the female anatomy. This is something we can't be shy about talking about. And everyone's like, well, can we say that on the air? Is that appropriate? It's like, it's not a bad word. It's not a bad word. So I love what you're doing.
But I also think she's doing a great job, and I'd love to highlight this about women entrepreneurs. And you've taken a huge role in trying to mentor other women to start businesses like you, correct?
Yeah, that's something that's super important to me, especially when starting Queen V, just having, other women to look up to. So, I mean, the whole goal with Queen V is really to just create a community where we're kind of like the older sister that you wish you had, where you can come to us and ask any question. I have a podcast called Spill the V, which is really cool. So it's kind of like a millennial Gen Z version of how I built this, with different female entrepreneurs coming on who are still in the midst of creating their business, just really inspiring women and telling other women, and just women and men in general, how to build a successful business.
Well, quickly, what is one tip?
One tip, you don't get what you don't ask for. I always say that. I was always kind of afraid to ask people for things, but it helps. You can ask people for anything. I'm always available. I tell women that all the time, DM me, whatever, email me. It's just important to support other women, because the more women at the top, the better.
And I think you had a really lovely message when I read your interview that your former PR firm told you that you're just a girl, and then you put that up on a whiteboard and that's your inspiration?
Yeah, so, being a female, especially, I was 24 when I started the company, I'm 26 now. There's been a lot of challenges. My old PR firm literally referred to me as just a girl with a company that hasn't even launched yet. So I wrote it up on my whiteboard, so every time, there was a low or there was an issue or a fire that I had to deal with, I would look up at that whiteboard and be like, oh, just a girl, gotta keep going, show them, what I can do. So look at what just a girl can do.
Good for you.
That's great.
And I love how you just said, I was only 24, now I'm 26. I'm thinking, wow, you're 26 and you're killing it.
Feels like I've grown a lot.
Keep it up.
Want a job soon.
Keep it up. Thank you so much, Lauren.
Thank you, guys.